It is only when we truly know and understand we have limited time on earth, and we have no way of knowing when our time is up, that we will begin to live each day to the fullest, as if it were the only one we have. "20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. The purpose of life, after all, is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for a newer and richer experience. To those who stay put, the world is but an imaginary place. But to the movers, the makers, and the shakers, the world is all around, an endless invitation. So the only question left to ask yourself is, where should you go now?"
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be around the world. Ali Madawi here with you with a brand new installment of Yup Daily. And oh my goodness, am I ready for you? I am so ready for today's topic that I have zero notes, because this is something that I have lived. This is something that I have survived. This is something that I've bounced back from, and that is rock bottom. What happens when you think, because it's never the reality, but when you think you have hit rock bottom, how do you bounce back from it? How do you make a comeback? Well, again, it is the very first week of the year, and I thought it would be just appropriate for us to talk about those of us who may feel stuck and think, man, I'm in rock bottom. Where do I go from here? I don't see any hope. I don't see any light. If this is your very first time on our Yup Daily, let yourself be known, especially if you are an entrepreneur. Let us know where you're chiming in from. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you may be around the world. My name is Ali Madawi, and I am your host with Avocado Toast. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Global Master Trainer of an entrepreneurial community that explores the whole world and gives you every vertical you may imagine, not only to benefit you, start, grow, or scale a business, or you can add sources of income by building your book of business or leveraging our verticals to build a sales force. Wherever it is that's relevant to you, we'd like to help you out and cater to you. So for now, I want to talk to you about this idea of rock bottom. What is rock bottom? See, many people think rock bottom may be homelessness. Many people may think rock bottom bankruptcy. Many people may think rock bottom is when I lost everything that I ever held dear to myself. But in reality, hitting rock bottom is only identified by whatever your standards and core values are. See, some people may say, I lost it all, I hit rock bottom, where they may be living in $1 million mansion. Maybe they lost their portfolio of all assets, whatever that may be, and all of a sudden they may feel like they are rock bottom. But rock bottom for me once upon a time was eating in the streets, living in the streets, sleeping in my car, sleeping in garages, right? Rock bottom for me once upon a time was when I thought I lost every opportunity, every money, and so-called friends that just bailed out whenever I was on the Debbie Downers, right? So you may be on a rock bottom right now, whatever that may be for you. And I'm here to tell you, I don't care how hard it is. I don't care how challenging it is. I got good news for you. See, I strive with adversity. I fell in love with the concept of adversity. I believe that adversity is the biggest deposit in your bank account and in your success, account overall. And the only way that you can get out of rock bottom is to identify that the only way to go from here is up. See, it starts with a decision. It starts with a specific self-accountable decision is, I am responsible, and there are zero excuses. 100% responsibility over 0% excuses. See, if you have that mindset, you become really productive. You become innovative. You become creative. You start looking for solutions. In this day and age, right here and right now, If you are living in the Western Hemisphere for the most part, in this side of the world, or in any first world country where economies are thriving or at least very sustaining, where you have access to smartphones, where you have access to technology, I genuinely believe that you can get yourself out of it just like that. If I were to lose it all over again today, I will do everything in my power to get a hand on a cell phone somehow, some way, and make sure that it has internet somehow, some way. And that's all I need for right now. Now, that's in terms of business, because all I need to get my voice out in the airways to people, right? And then by default, I can develop ideas and so much more. But let's talk about it from a personal level. See, many people have given up on themselves. Many people are just thinking to themselves, my life is nothing but a doo-doo. I have nothing good going on for myself. And all that tells me and you is that unfortunately we lack a little bit of gratitude. See, gratitude is the antidote for lack. Gratitude is what makes you realize I might be homeless, but I am alive. I have a body and clothes that are on me, and I'm making it one more day with an opportunity to get out of this muck that I'm in right now. So what are you grateful for? If I were to ask you this question, like, just name 5 to 10 things that you may be grateful for. What are those things? Are you grateful for the ability that you can speak, read, write, walk, eat, have a roof over your head, have a car, have a job, have a business, whatever that may be? Are you really genuinely grateful for it? If you don't feel gratitude, that really is the main, I'll call it the check engine light, right? The check engine light is lack of gratitude. That's where I personally find that there is a real issue, right? The reason husbands or spouses overall, wives or husbands cheat, is that they're not grateful for what they have in their relationship. It isn't because their relationship is bad. They forgot the blessings that they have. So start with making a list today of all the good things that you have in your life right here and right now. Start writing it down. I'm grateful, or just start with I am so happy and grateful now that, and write all the things that you have going on in a good way for yourself, right? By doing so, you're going to start identifying that I do have access to resources. It's not that I don't, I'm just not seeing clearly. Gratitude is going to give you clarity. Gratitude is going to give you identity. Gratitude is going to give you the ability for you to see what is good for you and what is already there for you. Now, once you achieve a sense of gratitude, and you really got to work at it, it's so hard to be grateful where you are extremely negative, right? Those are the two forces that are pulling you left and right. One is saying, we got nothing. Everything is bad. No one cares about us. Our business is not growing. Our people are quit, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm so happy and grateful now that I have 3 people that are still rocking the business with me. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have enough money to feed my family and pay my bills. I am so happy and grateful now that I have a car and I have a part-time job, whatever that may be. So you have to fill up your tank of gratitude in order to have a sense of clarity. Think about it. When you have a sense of clarity, how dangerous in a positive way you become. You start really making things happen, right? You start fulfilling any and all things that are required for you to succeed. And success, just like rock bottom, is identified differently by different individuals. For me, success isn't money. Financial success is good for comfort and is good to make things happen, but I don't consider success money. I look at success of the things and the impact that I'm doing for the people around me, my relationship with my wife, my relationship with my children, right? That to me is how I identify success. You may be looking at it differently. You may say, if it ain't a private jet, I'm not successful yet. And that's okay. Different core values for different individuals. So that's where you have to start dreaming big. See, you start with gratitude, right? And then you got to dream big. See, when you start dreaming big, by default, you have a sense of hope. By default, you have a sense of positivity. By default, you have a sense of willingness to see the good side out of people and out of the world. I love to dream, man. This is why I meditate every single day. I love to close my eyes and take me wherever I may go, and I love to see things and imagine things and envision what the world is going to be like in 50 years from now with some hologramic crazy technology and hovering cars. I envision it all as a good thing that we're going to be here and we're going to beat all odds for whatever people say, right? See, again, you have gratitude and then you have dreaming big. And then you have a route in between both. See, that route in between both requires an immense amount of humility. See, humility is you knowing I'm not getting what I deserve right now, but I'm still going to give it my full effort as if I'm getting 10 times what I deserve. That, I believe, is humility for me. Humility is I know that I should be, in front of Dallas Cowboys Stadium with 70, 80,000 people chanting my name, but I'm humble enough to speak to 25 in a cafeteria somewhere until I get there, right? Like that's the gratitude and the dream big. You're working your way into it. If you do not have a sense of gratitude, you have no foundation of moving forward from rock bottom. If you don't dream big, you don't have an end destination, just like a GPS, that you're looking forward to achieving, which gives you the drive, the excitement, the willingness to wake up and do it one more time. And then if you don't have humility, you're going to be lying to yourself. You're going to be faking it every single day. You're going to be doing Instagram reels, making it up as if you are the happiest person. But in reality, you are a broken, destroyed, self-sabotaging person, because to everyone else, you are an empowering machine. But to yourself, you're the meanest person that has ever lived on this earth. Think about it. You look at everybody else when they say things like, man, I feel like I'm overweight. I feel like I'm fat. And you're like, man, you look good. What are you talking about? Right? You give them that love and the empowerment. But then you look at yourself in the mirror and you start moving your love handles from left and right and say, look at this. I'm walking around like a mushroom. I don't know why I said that, but it just sounded so natural. But anyways, bottom line is you need to humble yourself with you. You need to be grateful for you. You need to dream as the great future self that you are going to be. When you have those emotions within your body, your mind, your soul, your attitude, your behavior, everything starts to align the proper way. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm talking to you here about mental fortitudes, about attitudes, about behaviors. There are a lot of activities that need to go along with it, such as hard work, such as continuous daily income producing activities, such as prospecting, selling, presenting, all that stuff. Yes. But if you don't have a foundation, meaning gratitude, and if you don't have an end point, which is dream big, and enough humility for the journey, I promise you, you're going to feel, even if you're not, but you're going to feel as if you are in rock bottom every single day. Because the lack of gratitude makes you feel bad about you. I don't have anything. The lack of dreaming and vision does not give you any hope to see for a better tomorrow, which does not motivate you to do anything in any case. And if you're not motivated, you have zero humility within you, because humility and motivation are so connected. And let me explain how. See, the concept of motivation, that is motive in action. See, if I have a good, prosperous motive for a better future, and especially if it isn't about me, but about my family, my community, my organization, and everybody externally than my body, by default, I'm humbling myself because my motive is about other individuals. So I humble myself to put other people in positions to win above me, to put other people in positions to speak before, after, around me. Sometimes I don't even put myself in a spotlight. I let everybody else have it. And that cannot be a technique and a strategy of I did something for you, you should do it back. That's fake kindness. There are people who fake their kindness for one purpose, so I can get something in return out of you. No, kindness is just do it and just you'll never get it back. Just do it and go. It's like you put that quarter in that coin for that gentleman on the corner, right? Or you help somebody that is walking the streets and you're like, hey, go get a bite or whatever. No, just do it out of the sake of kindness, not because I'm hoping to get something back out of it. So I hope I didn't get too philosophical on you. And I'm really praying to God that you've picked up the message that I'm telling you. There's 3 pieces here. One is gratitude. Start with that. Two is envisioning bigger, better, greater things that are on the horizon coming your way. Start writing that down, documenting it. That's how manifestation happens. But from the gratitude where I am and what I have to where I want to be and I will achieve, you are required. It isn't an option. It isn't a hope. You are required to possess humility, because through humility, you'll work hard. Through humility, you'll be a servant to other. Through humility, you will give up what you don't have for everybody else before you. But that's the right thing to do. It's like there's a checklist of BS, bad things that are happening that you have to check off before you make it to the promised land. Most people don't even give themselves an opportunity. They just say, meh, I'm not motivated. It isn't going to happen for me. I genuinely believe that with everything within me. I pray to God that you see it the same exact way. For those of you who are in our entrepreneurial community, tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are having a Driven open Q&A session. drivenzoom.com. Even for those of you who are not, you can sneak in and hear what we're talking about. It's our educational trading platform, whether it is through automation, whether it is through live trading sessions. This is not a bot and auto binary options, or whether it is through the modules. All of the above is available to you. So we're going to be doing a Q&A session with the 8-figure trader himself, Dr. Brian Stevens. He's a PhD, a scholar, and I mean, just one of the wisest individuals that you can have around you. And he's going to be part of our Q&A session tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not part of our community, make sure you hit up the person who tagged you in this video, wherever you may be watching it on live or on a replay, and let them know, hey, how can I either start, grow, or scale a business, or how can I make more money with the money that I have right now, or how can I just become a better human being overall with this entrepreneurial community? So I thank you and I appreciate you. And until next time, have a blessed day, everybody. Be good.